Hi there guys, welcome back. And as you can see, today we are playing a bit Cities Skylines. And we're playing with the mod called After Dark as well. If you haven't noticed, it's nighttime, and it's something they added with the latest expansion. And I must say, now this game has been out for some time, this is the only really true successor to, SimCity. This game not only has so much potential still for so much further development, it's insane. I can see so many things they could implement in a new expansion about additional transport, energy, and water usage. Something called utilities, the expansion, or something like that. And still, the game seems to be so much better than most city builders out there. There we go. He was running out of water. As you can see, I have a small city right here. It's not that big. It's only 30,000 people, but it's relatively large in its area size. And there's something you need to consider when building cities in this game. 30,000 people down here in game is more like, in real life, 300,000, because at this point you are starting to have multiple high schools, maybe a university, and stuff like that. A city in the real world with 30,000 people won't have these things. Well, maybe they have a high school, but they sure as hell don't have multiple high schools and stuff like that. And this city has a huge industrial area, and it's still requiring more, as you can see down here. Let's speed up so we can get some daytime going. And even though I have this industrial area and this one right here, I don't have that many trucks on the roads, because I'm trying to transport as many goods as possible per train. So what you see on the freeway on and exit ramps are mostly workers. Of course, there are some trucks, but if we check, they're just returning. They have been out delivering. He's bringing goods. Most of them should be going by rail. And if we take a look right here, we can see we have a train station, sorry. And they're just loading up trains. There's one train about to leave now. So let's follow that. And it's going directly to out of the city. So here we are going underground, and here it's coming up, and we are getting daylight. This is a small city area I have that's called cargo transfer. And yeah, it looks kind of strange, but what's really going on is this cargo terminal over here is connected to the outside world. This one over here is connected to the inside world. This allows me to transfer cargo. As you can see, the trucks are coming out and being loaded onto another train, to separate them out to different stations in my city. This allows me to have fewer trains but moving the same cargo, but also trains are only required one stop. Plus, I'm not cluttering up the main line out here. And yeah, you can see some garbage trucks driving over here. That's the pathway, the walkway now. You can hook it up like this. If you see down here, you can see you got this pedestrian road. It hooks up to regular road and allows service vehicles and emergency vehicles to drive on the sidewalk. As you can see right there. And that's actually pretty cool, because that allows me to make roads like this one, which is a service road only, allowing my service vehicles to take shortcuts across the city. As you can see, there's fire trucks right there. They don't have to drive through the traffic, and you can see my traffic flows pretty well, even though we have both fires and everything going on right now. Don't think I have any traffic jams. I try really hard to work on the traffic problems if they occur. Yeah, looks good. Well, we have some crime over here. That's something we can work with. And here is my other industrial area. It's a mix of wood production and general polluting production, but it's basically all hooked up to this cargo terminal, so trucks are driving in and out right here. You can see. Okay, and we found a traffic jam right here, so that's something we need to work on. You can see there's a queue forming in both directions, and it looks like most people are trying to get through into the rail yard, of course. So one way to solve this is make the roads around the rail yard one-way streets. Well, we could use these two-way streets, which would solve most problems. But if we're looking at it from a realistic point of view, you can't just blow up people's houses and upgrade your street here. So what we can do is make work with one-way roads. And let's see what's going on here. Could sacrifice a factory down here, allowing them to drive through. But then the intersections right here would be very close, and that's not a nice thing. I could also make a intersection over here. Let's try that initially. So we're going to hook that road up to that road right there. And I'm going to remove the traffic lights. Removing traffic lights is of course a mod. It's not default in the game. So there we go. You can see the trucks are moving. This allows us to move trucks out that way, meaning I could force this road to be one direction, one-way street. So we're going to take the one-way street and upgrade. There we go. And let's consider, do we want people to exit this area right here? Because in this block you have this entry and exit, and over here you have this one. So let's see, the consequence would be that these two rows would not be able to... Oh yeah, we're going to make this one one-way as well, like that. Yeah, and then people has to leave up here, which is fine. Should really help out on the traffic issue. Most of our traffic are trying to get to our cargo terminal, so they are driving down this way and they need to turn. So if we could figure out a way so they don't have to double back like that. I'm thinking about making them drive down here and over. It's really dark right now. Of course you can turn the darkness off if you wish. I don't. Yeah, it's a really tough spot. It's really hard to see for all the smog. There we go. Now they can, if they want to, drive around and be on the correct side of the road right away. So they don't have to go against traffic like that guy just did. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's see if there's more guys doing that. Doesn't really look like it, but we have a lot of traffic going in that direction. And of course they're going to the rail yard as well, so would be really nice if we could have traffic flowing together like this in a circle. And we can. So let's do this. And this. There we go. Now it's in a circle right here. It should improve traffic generally moving and reduce the number of vehicles that has to cross over. So then we have this problem. Is that a traffic light problem? Looks like it. Let's try something. Do these guys have a way out? Nope. Then they're stuck in the loop forever. Unless, of course, we make this road up here normal. Go, and they can get out. So what we have done right now is we have moved our traffic problem from the main road. It's not the highway, it's out here. One of the main roads to a smaller road. That's not ideal, but it's better. I am considering the amount of traffic going into the train yard that I might need a second train yard. As you can see, all these vehicles, they are only down here to load off the cargo, take the train somewhere. And you see this. It's full trains leaving the station all the time. Let's turn it so we have a one direction only on. There we go. So whenever they need to access the train, they come from up here, they have to go this way. Or if they come from here, they all drive this way. This relieves the problem in this general area, but increases a problem right here. Because we are getting traffic down here that has to cross traffic over there. We could bridge across here and make traffic go that direction and inwards. Seems like a reasonable idea. Like that. And then this road down here should only be a one-way street as well. Now all traffic that has to go to the rail yard don't cross anywhere. But that also includes traffic going into this area. And this really puts a lot of work on this small intersection. Now with this huge amount of traffic going to this small intersection, I'm really tempted to put in a roundabout instead. So let's do that. Let's see how small a roundabout we can do. And let's see, there's no service, no. Just checking to see if any of the buildings right here are service buildings. So we're going to use the highway ramp as a roundabout too. Let's see, our first road is over here. We're going to go 5U up, 5U over, and close to 90 degrees. There. Again, 5U, 5U, and close to 90 degrees. It can be a little less this time, so something like 88, 89 points. That. 5U, 5U, and 90. Yeah, that's fine. 5. There we go. So. This road, normal road, this road, normal road, this road, normal road, and this road. Needs to be able to handle 3 roads, so it will be like this. Remove the intersections if any, and off we go. Now, the problem is, you can see some of the vehicles, they stop. They should not stop in a roundabout. They should just drive. This guy is an asshole. Just drive. Don't stop. Drive, drive, drive. If it turns out to be a big problem, we can always upgrade it to a highway. Something like that. Then they should be able to pass each other around. But again, to stop. Why are they stopping? They shouldn't be stopping. Maybe the Sims, I'm not sure what they're called, the people who live in the city are all idiots. Well, when looking in this area, it looks fine, but when looking out on this road and this road, it doesn't really seem to be relieving the problem in any way. That helped. I'm not sure why it helped, but because it shouldn't really make any difference that the road has this line up and it's divided in two, but apparently it worked. So I'm considering maybe this needs to be a 3-lane down here, because you're getting 2 in, 2 in, that's 4, and you have 2 to go out to 1, so ideally I would have a 3-1 road here and here, and this would be a 3-3. But you can't make 3-1 roads in this game, unfortunately. So let's see, a dirty road. We don't want these nice green roads. This is a high pollution area, right? Got a bit of a bicycle path. That's no good. No path, no nothing. So this one, okay. Oh, and they're parked. Why? There's no oh, there's lights down here, isn't there? That's a problem. There we go. No lights, thank you. No lights. No lights. No lights over here. Good. Yeah, that seemed to have worked out much better. So let's screenshot that. It's funny the name is Foggy Hills. I didn't name it. And, well, you know what? It's really foggy. Well, that helped a lot on the traffic issue in this area, but it cost us some of the industrial buildings. Okay. So, let's see. Let's pull up this one and traffic. So we have a lot of traffic on this road, and a really big problem in this intersection. This road is high traffic, but that's good, meaning it's the train station trying to handle all of this. You can't really speed up the train station because you can't have multi train stations, even though there's true tracks, and you would think they should be able to double up or something. Yeah, it's not possible. And you can see the trains are just queuing up because they're unable to handle the workload. Yeah. At least 1, 2, 3 trains here at a time. That's a lot. While over here we have 1, 2, well, that's also a queue right here, you can see. The trains have stacked up. And it probably leads all the way out here. So, what I could do is really add another station on one of the sides. You can't add another track, that won't work. I would really love to be able to just hit upgrade, add another track, and it would plop another line right next to it. Or if I manually could just trains and click, add another line next to it. That would be awesome. Of course you can do it, but it won't work. So what's the queuing here? That's the reason why I have this system. So you can see all these trains that are queued, right? But the main line is fine. There's no queue on the main line. That's the idea. Because I've played this game so many times where the main line is queued as far as you can see in both directions. And that's just sad. Oh, this is perfect. Well, of course, it's not ideal that you have trains stacked up in queues. You can see they're parked right there. But it's better than they're stacked up on the exit track. This is just a silly parking. There's a lot of trains going in and out here. So, well, that's a fun way to deal with traffic. Do we have any other problems? So, one of the other things I enjoy they added in this game is trash control. You need to make sure your city is able to handle all the trash your people produce. And you can see I'm doing okay. I'm not doing great. You can see I'm just in the yellow, meaning I'm able to keep up, but only barely. We also have education for elementary school. It has good coverage. High school, not so much. University, we don't have any universities at this point. Healthcare, well, you can see there. Very well over here and reasonable over here. Even though you can see I'm not able to cover all, so let's deal with that problem right away. Healthcare. Got a huge amount of people living in this area. And might need something to... I'm thinking a big hospital. Because when I'm going to build a new area for more people to live... Let's see. I could fill up this island and buy this area up here, so if this were to be bridged over to something else over here, I think a hospital in this area, you can see I have 2 schools already, would be good. So let's see, that's not hospital. healthcare, big hospital. And you want to place them so if you place them like this, they cannot drive to the left because they have to drive all the way over here and then left. So I want to place them so they can drive both left and right. And you can see down below here we have a roundabout underground. So if I place it right here, you can see it's green. There we go. Check out all those ambulances. Whoa! A queue of ambulances down there under the bridge. And here we go. Off to pick up sick people. That's good. And with 2 hospitals in the same city, we should be able to handle our healthcare issue. Where is it? It's right there. So you can see it just went from the red up to the green. We have a capacity of 1100 patients, and currently we have around 800. So good. Death care. We have cemeteries and crematoriums. We have a capacity of 420, and we have a rate of 313, 18, 20. We have an increasing rate right now. But as long as the rate deceased is less than the crematorium capacity, we're fine. So that's good for now. Traffic, still the same area. I might even consider, and see, I'm earning a bit of cash, as you can see, so I might delete the entire area right here, this triangle, and remake the entire thing. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that in another episode. Pollution, yeah, that's good. There's a lack of pollution over here. Got some here, that's good. Noise, yeah. So, good area. Funny area. Holy crap area. Yeah. What? Fire safety. So, fire safety is a concern. A big concern. So, you can see we have this fire station and he's giving poor coverage in there, so we're going to move him. Where's the fire safety? There we go. So just by moving the station, we also changed the fire safety a lot. So placement is very important. We have a fire station right there, and he's not able to cover these over here. That's an easy fix for that, because we could build a service road out here. We already have one, so we can just extend it. That's not a service road, that's an actual road. So if we connect this actual road to this road, remove the signs, stop signs right here, because no one is going to drive up in that way anyway. Then we have a service road for ambulances and fire vehicles, of course morgue as well. So let's see if that's something. Fire. Yeah, they turned blue, from red to blue, just by adding that small road. So you can say we could do the same over here. You can see the fire station is right there. But these guys don't have any fire coverage. That's a bit strange, right? I would imagine the fire trucks would be able to drive over the parking lot. But okay. For now, it's good. Crime. No crime except two specific buildings. Well, we have a lot of dead people. 3, so it's moving around. So I don't think the crime is high, but you can see there's a problem. Detained criminals 44, capacity 60. The problem is more likely the police station. So we have one right there, And he's going to have a problem getting over here. We also have one over there, and we have one over there. So there's something to consider to replace one of these with a larger, more centralized police station. Transport. Currently we have no transport except the train system. But I'd like to dedicate an episode on its own to making bus transports. So I'll keep that away from now. But this huge city could really use some bus and taxi transport, and I have neither. But that's fine. Population. People only live in this side of the map, meaning they have a long way to drive to work. Land value. So, overall, fun map, developed map. A lot of issues. You can see we have a lot of dead people suddenly. But we'll work that out as well, and our population has dropped by 6,000 just during this video. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. If you have any suggestions about this particular map or this particular play, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.